What's up everyone? In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this new nylon string guitar from the company Donner called the Hush C. Donner is a new company that's come on my radar in the past few years. They make all sorts of guitar accessories and guitars. They're touting this guitar as the perfect portable practice guitar, and I can really see the vision on that. Before we get into it, please consider doing all the YouTube stuff below. Also, to be fully transparent, I was sent this guitar for free, but all of the thoughts and opinions I have on it are completely my own. So getting into this review, this thing is extremely lightweight, and these parts right here on the guitar, these metal parts, will actually come apart and it'll all fit in this case right here. Assembling it is really easy and really doesn't take much time at all. All you need to do is actually pull up on this part right here and it'll pop out a socket, and then put it back in. You just line it up again, lift up this tab part right here, make sure it's all the way in, and then it can actually like just lock into the place right there. And then it's the same thing with the bottom one right here. And honestly, this thing is pretty perfect for travel with its small form factor. I can really see this thing fitting on like the overhead bin of a plane, or maybe like a train as well. And that's pretty awesome because I've heard of horror stories in the past where musicians take their guitars on planes and it goes in like the cargo hold. And then when they get to their destination, it's actually in multiple pieces. And their guitar doesn't come apart like this one. This guitar came with everything you might need for it and more, which is really surprising. It comes with this case, a truss rod adjuster, a 1/4-inch cable, some pretty nice headphones, a strap, and some picks. And to be honest, I was really surprised that it kind of came with all these accessories. I was really expecting it to show up with like just the guitar and that'd be it. The only thing I didn't receive with this guitar that I actually had to go out and buy was a 9-volt battery. And this thing is powered because it has like a tuner kind of thing on the side right here. I think it was supposed to come with a 9-volt battery though, because on the instruction manual, it specifically said it had one with it. So getting into the fun stuff now, I'm gonna be comparing this guitar to some of the other nylon strings that I own. First of which will be another kind of direct-in guitar, which is my TOD10N, this guy right here, the Tim Henson signature model. And both of these guitars will be going into my interface via 1/4-inch cable, and we'll have 0 post-processing. Next, I'm gonna compare it to my Alhambra, which is a traditional kind of nylon string classical guitar. The Hush C will still be direct in through my interface because that's how you would use that guitar in like an actual performance setup. This guitar, however, will be mic'd up traditionally. So the next comparison is kind of a fun one. I really wanted to see how the Hush C would fare with it going through the Archetype Tim Henson plugin. So again, I'll be comparing it to my TOD10N, but both of these will now be going through the Archetype Tim Henson using his nylon string preset. Just like my TOD10N review, this thing kind of suffers from intonation problems, and that just kind of comes with the territory with classical guitars. There's only so much you can do, and really it kind of comes down to adjusting the truss rod here. And past that, you can maybe hire a luthier to carve out a new kind of bridge saddle right here to get it in like a better place, but it's never gonna be like perfect. And personally, as someone who went to school under the umbrella of classical guitar, that is kind of like the charm of the instrument, because really we're trying to emulate the human voice or the instrument, and no one's kind of perfect. It gets in like this whole like philosophical thing. The intonation on this isn't that bad though. The last con I have for this is how it actually came set up. And I think this was probably done on purpose to help preserve the wood going through different like humidities and temperatures and things like that. Mine came all the way from China, so this might be different when they get more stock in the US to kind of ship out. But with the neck relief, the strings were kind of like out to here. It almost kind of looked like you could string up like an arrow on it and like shoot like a bow and arrow. It was pretty crazy. So if you aren't already familiar with adjusting the truss rod on a guitar, that can kind of be like another obstacle to overcome when you initially get this guitar. But it's not really that hard to do, and they actually show you how to do that in the manual. It took me like, I'm gonna say maybe 2 minutes to get this kind of the strings flat for me right there. Really doesn't take too long. So all in all, this is a really cool product for a portable guitar. I'll attach my affiliate link below if you're sold on this thing. It helps me make some money and you also get a cool guitar. All of the information on this instrument will be in the description below too. And if you made it this far, again, please consider doing all the YouTube stuff and I'll catch you all in the next one.